guys like tubes? What's up at your channel, buddy? What's that, a different one? I just got off, buddy. Why's your channel not blue? What the fuck? What, they YouTube do some kind of update or something? You get blue shields now, you're not all blue? That's weird, bro. Yeah, I just got off work, buddy. Now that one's blue too. I see, I understand that. But you have a blue shield. They did away with turning the names blue and they're keeping a blue shield, it looks like. It's showing you're a manager moderator. You're blue. Yeah, you got it. It's a shield now. I just got off work, man. Got kind of busy today, man. Good crew today, though. That one waitress is pretty good, man. They need to give her some help, though, man. She's a good girl. I like the people I work with. There's some good ladies up there. Sometimes, Danny, when I'm like the assistant manager, man, I gotta crack that whip sometimes. There's some good people up there, though, bro. I gotta go for a ride in a little while. Yeah, you want to see my tube or what? I was at work today, man. I kept seeing that flash, bro. I was at work and I kept seeing the flash. I was like, I gotta run a few errands in a couple hours. You wanna come ride with me, bro? I'm gonna jump in the car real quick and go for a ride. You know what I mean? Did Daddy make it happen? Now, could Daddy get a jingle? It's a little cooler in the kitchen today, too, buddy. Yeah, I'll probably do a driving stream. I bought a Ferrari yesterday. Ferraris, Matchbox. Yeah, bro, I bought a Ferrari yesterday. Now I gotta run some errands. A friend of mine's let me use their vehicle. I'm buying a car in like a month and stuff. I could always borrow people's vehicles and stuff. I just don't. I have to go to the store. I have to go to certain stores. I have to go take care of some business. You know what I mean? Ba 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 ba. Oh, you like Lamborghinis? I like Mustangs, truthfully. A souped-up Mustang can beat. They can beat a Lamborghini, bro. You could take an old Fox Body 5.0 Mustang and soup it up, bro, and you could race a Lamborghini down the track. It would fucking eat it alive, bro. On two wheels. You could take one of them old Chevelles, too. Them shits are running 7-8 seconds, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, in the standing mile and stuff, and for class and stuff, of course you'd rather have the Lamborghini, but in drag racing, like racing and stuff, bro, Lamborghinis will get eaten up. A lot of them are only 10-second cars. I mean, that's fast, but, you know. People don't, this isn't the Fast and the Furious. People don't realize how fast a 10-second is. People be driving their mom's car thinking they're Paul Walker. You know what I mean? Do I look like Paul Walker? Paul Walker was more handsome. That's a pretty looking motherfucker, Paul Walker, bro. I'll tell you what, bro. I'd probably let him teabag me for a 20. You know what I mean? Like, Paul Walker. Yeah, Paul, come pick me up. I don't want to be walking. Paul Walker. He was a good actor, bro. It's a shame that he passed away. I say that joking around and stuff when I joke around about him, but he was a good actor, bro. I liked his other... I didn't really like the Fast and the Furious. You know what I mean? I like super chats after work and shit. You know what I mean? I like blondes. You know what I mean? Could I get what I want? You know what I mean? I like blondes. Give me a bankroll and a bag of weed. You guys want to see what a real man's wallet looks like? Yeah, you want to see what a real man's wallet looks like? And be like, Bala. Danny, I'll have a car soon. We'll be going fishing every day, bro. Watch how I increase this channel. Dr. Fish is a brilliant guy, bro. I know I be streaming like, oh, you guys see my tube, or you know, because you can't take streaming serious. But when I'm on the water, Danny, I switch my style up a little bit, bro. Danny, I know you got more money than me, but I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to get my wallets like you. I'm trying to be like Danny, big bucks. I heard you got the big bucks, bro. Yeah, son. Look, my mouth's open. Where's my super? There's a super chat in there. Look, ready, look. Danny, look, ready, look. Remember the I think it was a month ago. Remember I was over here doing my little super chat skits, and you were like, how did you say it? You were like, keep begging me. That motherfucker was like, keep begging me. You're the only one I like on this app, bro. You really are a class act, bro. Not every day do I talk to somebody or speak to somebody. Yeah, I know. You got 11-inch vertical. I tried to tell them and stuff that daddy was going to come home and light it up. They thought I was kidding. Look, ready? Look. Yeah. Get some. You know what I mean? Were they playing on my internet when I was at work? Were they playing Streamer again? Don't work for them? How them drama communities going? Those guys are a fucking joke, bro. Yeah, show me. Why are you guys not? Yeah, you are blue. You got the shield. I guess YouTube did some update. Yeah, happy hot dog. Show 'em what one looks like. I just got off work. We're about to do a call and stuff. I'll stream off. Like I told you guys, I have like 7 different cell phones and mix them all the way up. We're gonna go take a ride and shit stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go take a ride and shit. My other phone's fucking dead. I'm just glad I realized it. I literally just got off work. Well, I've been off for like an hour and shit. What are you guys up to? My boys is here. Danny, you got to become a sponsor, bro. Danny got a big wallet. I heard Danny got a big... let me chill. Hold on, let me find something real quick. Nothing excites me more than a nice super chat. You know, after a nice hard day of work, get to come home and see the flash. You know what I mean? Be like, I love... Remember that song, Danny? Remember he was like, I love the dough more than you know. Gotta let it show. I love the dough. Remember? Remember, Danny? Yeah, Danny Dollar. Danny Dollar. Weirdest place you've fallen asleep. I fell asleep on this Cash App in a Cash App field before, next to this PayPal scarecrow, next to this channel named Danny Dollar. I'm on my way to Super Chat land right now. Yeah, dude. Hold on, so I'm gonna come pick you up. Does Danny need a jingle? I didn't know. I didn't realize you were rich, Danny. See, now I realize it and shit. Danny's money's got money and shit. Danny living like a mansion and shit. He naked right now and shit. He's been all day waiting for me to come on and shit, son. He's like, hold on a second. Ready? Look. Almost had it. Did I almost have it? Hold on a second. Almost. Oh, he buys you socks? I actually have clean socks on today. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Ah, they are, because that's 20-pounder. I caught that a few years ago and stuff. It's a nice bass and stuff. It's just a keeper. It is not like, a little bit of bragging rights. It's a keeper fish. Just 26 pounds. I didn't have my measure on me on my vest that day. You always measure Marone Sactilus that species, and you always get the length of certain fishes, not the weight. But that fish was 26 pounds. That was a good one. 26 pounds of fun. This one right here, that's not a striper though, but that one was 21 pounds. That's a good one right there. That's a 21 pound. That's the largest catfish on document in the state of New Jersey. The only person that caught one over 20 pounds in that state. I'm in every Fisherman's Digest in every Walmart in New Jersey, Delaware, and New York holding that fish. That fish was caught from the same water as that striper, too. That's the Rancocas Creek in New Jersey. It's basically, the Rancocas Creek flows into the Delaware River. Delaware River's about 300 miles long, and it has an average depth of 40 to 60 feet and goes through multiple states. And you get invasive species like that catfish I just showed you, or anadromous species like that bass that are running. And that's why they're anadromous. Anadromous fishes run. And remember, Marone Sactilus, the striped bass, has sustained swimming speeds of 20 miles an hour. So imagine when you hook that fish, it's hits your bait at 20 miles an hour. Stripers got a fight in them that are a little different. Yeah, but I got the record in New Jersey, but in Pennsylvania, somebody caught a 33-pound one. It's an invasive species. It doesn't count as a state record, though. Just an honorable mention. You can't, for an invasive species like these guys, even though there's more than 3,000 species of catfish, that catfish, according to the geographic distribution in New Jersey, it's an invasive species. It's not why it's not a state record. It's invasive still. It's a nice fish, though. Truthfully, I think channel catfish fight harder. Like little channel catfish fight harder. Like guys, I swear, man, you hook like a 10-pound one, it fights harder than that 20-pound one. I swear it does. Oh yeah, you trying to butter me up? Trying to butter me up? Danny got big bucks. Guys want to smoke with me, man? We're gonna go take a car ride and shit, man. I'm gonna go jump in the car. I'm gonna stream because, you know what I mean, I gotta go light it up in the car. Did Daddy get a car? Did Daddy get some wheels? Ready, like. Dr. Fish is a winner. He always was. I'm just joking around, smoking. Oh, we got it, man. Come on. All right. The Terminator. I'll tell you what, my channel shit without a couple of you guys in here. Dan, this channel, because of Daniel Barry and Happy Hot Dogs, you guys are awesome. You guys need any money or anything? I can send you guys both $20 now, man. If you guys need something, speak up. I know I'm not trying to disrespect you guys because I know you guys both make more money than I. I know I got wads of money and shit. That's what scares me. No, I'm actually a field biologist. I've been a field biologist for over 25 years. I'm a fish expert. But I've also been fishing for 29 years. I could teach marine biology. My trick as a fisherman, I started learning the biology of fishes, which I know I'm acting a little strange because I'm using psychology and utilitarian tactics streaming for super chats. But Dr. Fish can switch his tempo, take his hat off, and go grab his white lab coat and teach you guys things about fishes that Google can't. I've been doing it my whole life. That's why I'm working so hard, because I need to get a car and stuff so I can be on the water every day. It helps me excel. The channel, if I was on the water suited up right now, we would have made way more than 2 super chats, guys. People listen to me when I'm holding fishes. They really do. I could work at Eddie Aquarium and stuff too. I work as an assistant manager at a line cook at where I work. I like being a cook. I like utilitarian jobs. I like hard cash. I don't always want to be committed and where I'm speaking about the same fish each day. There's roughly 30,000 species of ray fin fishes, and remember, there are 3 classes of living fishes: the jawless fishes, the cartilaginous fishes, and the bony fishes. They're distinguished from one another by the structure of their mouths and by the different types of skeletal structures they have. When you go to an aquarium, it's only going to be a couple hundred species. Again, out of those 3 classes, just one has more than 30,000 species. That's why you got to learn the biology of fishes, and you will always hold them. You got to know how they think, how they smell, how they taste. You always hold them. It'll be easy for you. I was more of a freshwater fisherman, though. I liked bass. I liked my Crypteris salmoids. I always liked bass fishing. I liked top water, going with blackworms and pink tails, or night crawlers and slack water. The tricks I've learned over the years. Bass was it was just came natural to me, like bass fishing. I enjoyed it. The real deal with fishing and stuff. We'll be on the water and stuff soon. I've made a lot of super chat streaming before and stuff. Fishing's expensive. It's a dedication. Even when I fish out here, I have to buy multiple state. I have to buy, because I don't live in New Jersey anymore. I live in Iowa. I have to get an Iowa fishing license and a Nebraska one, a joint one, because I'm going to be switching state to state. And I like night fishing. I like catching the big boys at night. That's when you go at night with shrimp. Last night would have been a great night. I would have nailed them. It was real humid and stuff. Remember, fishes are ectothermic. And catfish, they're not just on the bottom, guys. That's some shit Grandpop, your uncle, tells you. The biology of them says they're omnivorous. They're omnivores. Omnivores are species that eat animals and plant material as their primary food sources. With currents and certain things, they're not just going to be at the bottom. They're going to be near slack water. They're going to be going with the current, coming in and out. You use split shots. You trigger chemoreceptors. You trigger lateral lines. Once you learn the biology of fishes, you'll hold the big ones, dude. I'm telling you. Ocean fishing's easier for hooking up to the fishes. It's harder when you're reeling them in because they weigh a lot. Even if you're going, say if we were going bluefin tuna fishing tomorrow, it's teams of 4. You're supposed to have 4. Don't just go tuna fishing by yourself with a buddy of yours. I'm not saying you can't and it can't be done, but it's unprofessional. It's unscrupulous. It's just something you don't do. It's teams of 4. You can hook a 1,000-pound fish that's a continuous swimmer and swims 5 to 10 miles an hour. Its whole life always swims in schools and never sleeps. When you hook into that fish, you're going to know it. Oh, what is up with this phone, man? Like, come on. We'll be out there every day. Nah, some people love the ocean and don't turn back and stuff. Yeah, I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. It's what you like, man. I want to catch a Goliath grouper. I want to catch a rooster fish. I want to catch a bonefish. I want to catch a white marlin. The fastest fish in the ocean is a cosmopolitan sailfish. Even speed trials in a camp at Florida, a cosmopolitan sailfish took out 300 feet of line in 3 seconds, equivalent to a velocity of 68 miles per hour. But they actually credit a black marlin now, but they say the data could be a little messed up, and I believe this. Try to Google certain things. That's why you don't always Google. Sailfish are the fastest. It's not a black marlin in certain things. I don't believe that. I believe their data, I believe it was swimming 40 to 60 miles an hour. I believe their numbers are wrong. In marine biology and certain things, you can look at a fish and there's a ratio you follow, just like that's just mathematics comes in marine biology. You do its length and width, you do the measurement times the girth, then you can get the weight, you can get the estimate of the weight of the fish. That's why when people hold certain fishes and they lie or certain things, guys like me who are trained could look at your fish, look at the measurements and tell you how much it weighs. There's no lying in biology, guys. I like it. It's all memorization. It's all recite. Full mathematics too, like that. Or follow a ratio so you know the weight of a fish. Or jump into the 90 species of cetaceans, whales, dolphins, and porpoises, and it's minimum cost of transport and porpoising and bow riding. It's simple mathematics. It's simple algebra. I always got a kick out of it, though. Oh. I swear I did. I appreciate you subscribing to me. You're subscribing to a winner. Dr. Fish, the super chat sheriff. See, right now I treat my channel like fishing and stuff. Today I caught me a Happy Hot Dogs and I caught me a big Daniel Berry, a big berry. I got the bobber out. Hold on, let me recast over there. I think Daniel Berry's swimming over there. I have all the equipment and stuff. My fishing vest is set up for survival and stuff. I have fire starters in there, various lighters. You know, I have all kinds of different things. You know what I mean? I really do. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I went charter fishing too in Florida. Florida's a lot of sharks. There really is. Well, there's a lot of everything in Florida. Florida is one of the best fishing states. It mimics a tropical environment, and that's perfect for ectothermic organisms all over the world, no matter what their geographic distribution is. They could be in the Amazon, they could be in the Congo. They'll fit right in Florida because of the subtropical environment. That's why Micrypterus salmoids, parentheses, Florida bass, they grow bigger in that geographic distribution because obviously it's warmer and day length's longer and food's more readily available and the bass get bigger. It's a different strand. Other than New Jersey. If that was in Florida, it'd be twice as big. It's a different strand. You catch, in New Jersey, you catch a largemouth bass, Micrypterus salmoids, over 6 pounds, you get a certificate. Anything over 6 pounds is considered a nice trophy bass when you get in that 6 pound range. In Florida and Texas and California, that's nothing. It's like catching a 2, 3, 4 pound bass, like that picture. Bass like that. That bass is probably 2.6 right there. That's what it would say on that scale. A bass like that, that's 2.6. Maybe 2.4 to 2.6. I don't. All I need to do is see the girth and the measurements, and I can tell you how much it weighs. But judging by looking at the picture and my experience, 2.4 to 2.6. Yeah, fluke are ugly fish. They're flounder. That's what they call a summer flounder. They call them fluke. That's all a fluke is. Remember that. It's a summer flounder. Flounder are unique too. Their eyes go to one side of their head too, so they'll have two eyes on one side of their head. And also with fluke flounder, you can put a checkerboard on the bottom and they can mimic that. Remember this. Dr. Fish a bad motherfucker, isn't he? That's all a fluke is a summer flounder. Every time somebody says fluke to you, in parentheses, write summer flounder. Good eating. I like flounder. Some people don't like it if they're not raised with it. They'll be more of a pollock eater. Pollock, why pollock's important is because it mimics other fish in taste. Has a nice taste to it. You can bread it. You can disguise it. You can false advertise it. It's perfect. Truthfully, pollock tastes better than other fishes. So I grew up on lakes and stuff. It's all right. We'll be on the water every day soon. I could go for a week and kill it. I can catch a few hundred in a week. I used to feel bad for some of the fishes when I go fishing. It was like a fucking bass assassin. I used to use these lures called bass assassins. They work too. I used to fish so much it was unhealthy. It really was. I used to sit at night when I was 15 years old and when I was even younger. I remember listening to that R. Kelly song, I Believe I Can Fly, at 2 o'clock in the morning, casting light up bobbers, and every cast was going right inside right into the recycling bin. I can cast better than a lot of people because I used to practice. You gotta remember, I'm 42 years old now. I'm not that 14, 15-year-old kid anymore. I used to be able to take that bobber and light it up. It could be any time. I could cast it in any direction and cast it right inside of it, drop right in there. It used to help me when I was triggering lateral lines for my Cryptorus, the fish I'm holding in that picture. Because a lot of times when you're bass fishing, you don't always have to run lures or overthink it. You're developing a pattern when you're on the water. When you catch that first one, you got to see that pattern when they're near the lily pads, and you mimic that. And a lot of times with top water, you're going to cast, you're only going to be on the water to 3 to 4 seconds. That's why they have that black line right there. You're going to get them quick. They're going to feel it. As soon as that hits the water, boom, boom, and you mimic it. You mimic the arthropod species and other things like the world. You mimic it. Life's like a rhythm. And as soon as it hits, it triggers that lateral line, and they're opportunistic ambush predators and burst the bait at 12 miles an hour. That's how fast they swim, with a lifespan of 15 to 16 years. Fishes excited me. Yeah, you seem like the real deal, bro. Salmon are good eating fish. A lot of farm-raised salmon going around, but, people eat it, People like it, That's what they like, salmon. I like pink salmon, if I had to eat them. I swear salmon's a good eating fish. It really is. Nothing like a good tasting salmon. Yeah, that's all it is. It's not always it's about being one with the fishes, You gotta remember, a lot of them pros have the expensive Ranger boats, and they're only targeting one species of fish, and they get the lures for free, the truck and the gas for free. You understand? They get paid the fish. A lot of them are alcoholics, though. A lot of them don't win either. I liked one called Mike Iaconelli. You know, that's a bass fisherman I liked. Mike Iaconelli. I liked Bill Dance. I liked a man named Al Linder. I liked Roland Martin. I liked Jimmy Houston. I like a guy named Rick Clunn. I like Kevin Van Dam. There's certain guys I liked. I like this guy named Denny Brower. These guys were serious anglers. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. They were serious anglers, bro. Yeah, Rick was a good one. He's a 4-time Bassmaster Classic champion. That's $1 million tournament. I think Bill Dance was one of the most interesting. He worked with this biologist by the name of Mark. A lot of people don't know that. Bill Dance was always, later on in his life, even writing books and stuff, he wrote with a biologist named Mark. You know? He's pretty cool. You. I need you. I need you. Most people can't catch fishes, or they go to a water, they don't know what to use. They don't, you know, I don't know. It's just not for everybody. Some people can't do it, bro. You'd be surprised how many people can't fish. How many people are scared to touch a fish. I met people that are scared to put a worm on a hook, bro. They're literally scared to touch a worm. Remember, worms are called annelids. Annelids comes from Greek, meaning little rings. That's why when you hold that worm in your hand, you see little rings. Say annelid. More than 9,000 species. That's what it is. It's called segmentation. When you hold that earthworm or that night crawler, you hold it in your hand, that Canadian crawler, you see them little, say annelids. Say segmentation. Say 9,000. Always remember that. That's always what an annelid, again, annelids in Greek means little rings. Look at those little rings when you hold that Canadian crawler and night crawler in your segmentation. Fucking nerd alert. I know I look like a pothead or whatever. I'm actually a very educated man. I always excelled in science and biology and English. I was never into hunting. I never really hunted. Fishy said he's gonna light it up and have a party. Baby. Get ready.
What?
Get ready.
It's only 4 o'clock.
I know, but you say you have time.
I'm just gonna go there and get the car, bring it back here, and I'm gonna get dressed.
No, you get dressed now. Leaving right from there. You gotta remember, I worked all day and shit, man. I want to eat and do other stuff too. I'm just trying to think ahead and take care of stuff. Be prepared. It's the Boy Scout marching song. I need you, I need you. Dr. Fish got the big bucks. You have a good one too, buddy. I gotta go take a ride in a minute. I gotta go run some errands and shit, man. I just wanted to come on here and flash it up real quick because I'm the super chat share. Yeah, I had to go catch me one real quick. Had to go catch me Big Barry. Yeah, Barry got big bucks. To swim, you have to swallow. Yeah. Open your mouth for me. Yeah, a little wider. In the dojo, there's lots of pretty ones that wanna get. Hold on a second.
Ew.
Shit itches.
Ew.
I'll bounce it right off your chin. Win!
You're disgusting.
Win! Win! Dr. Fish make people look like schmucks. Oh, come on, bro. 5 lighters, bro. Listen. They love you when you're under the covers. Yeah, you guys want to see my tube or what, bro? Yeah, welcome, bro. Let's get BLR. Who wants to go tube the tube with me? Yo, you want to get tube with me? BLR. Stroke me, stroke me. Come on, Danny. Stroke me, stroke me. Come on, Danny, sing it. Stroke. That's what Danny's doing with his sock. Stroke it, Danny. Yeah. Stroke me, stroke me. Sing it, Danny. That's what Danny's doing with his sock. Yeah, sock. This is the Daniel Berry sock song, dude. Every time I hear this song, the sock comes out, boy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's opening up that pack of socks like, everybody. He was like, Danny. Playing on my internet again. I'll show you guys pictures for hours. Should bring the fishing pole with me. I'll go catch one real quick. Show you guys the skill. Light me up. Did Daddy still come home and ride that lightning? That motherfucker rode that lightning, didn't he? Consistency. Stroke man. Woo! Stroke. 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 Stroke it, Danny. Yeah. Look at that stock, boy. Yeah. It could fit perfect in there, huh, Dan? Fits perfect in there, huh? Yo, Danny, fill up them socks. He'd be like, your super chat is mine. Listen, I don't care. Beam me up, beam me up, beam me up. Real quick. Oh, man, come on. Like, give me a fucking break, son. Yeah, you guys don't want to see my tube? Yeah, you guys don't like tubes? You feel that? Yeah, you guys like big tubes? Look at this fucking shit. I'm literally gluing popcorn onto my face. This is what social media is coming to, bro.
You should see the weird fucking streams on TikTok.
What the fuck?
People are desperate, so they've been recording like celebrities. And
you know what it is,
like
man. They don't not really let guys like me will catch them in the long run. They're really not that talented, dude.
Some guy was using a video recording of Snoop Dogg playing Fortnite, but made it look like Snoop Dogg was playing Call of Duty.
You gotta be careful. Snoop Dogg could have copyrighted his image or trademarked himself in some way. You can't profit off of him.
And then people in the chat were like, "Oh, do something else," and then like the camera back for like a couple seconds, and Snoop Dogg appears wearing something completely different.
AI. Yeah, open your mouth. Yeah, I just got off work. Favorite thing to do here to light it up. Yeah. With my mouth open. Yeah, you want to see my tube? Tubular. Yeah, you like big tubes? Yeah, did Daddy do it again? Could Daddy get a jingle? Had a rough day, bro. Yo, could Daddy get a bling bling? Just want to cook and go home. I ain't your buddy. I ain't pal. I ain't friend. You want to get naughty tonight? Oh my god. Who the fuck is this guy? Another stream, another thumbnail, Frank, huh? I gotta go for a ride real quick, guys. I'll be back and shit, dude. Well, trust me, Dr. Fish coming for them super chats later, like Ricky was looking for her lake, like Bond was chasing Jovi. You know what I mean? Like water to a well. Fishy makes them super chats swell. Sound like some shit Muhammad Ali would say if he had like a button. Capture lightning. Yeah, you wanted some lightning. He'd be like,